Good morning and welcome to day 15, or is it 16? You'll know, I don't. We've got about 5 miles to the next water source. So last night during that 12-mile stretch, I did 7 of it and camped out. I told you I was going to cowboy camp, and once it got dark, a furry little 4-legged friend with a long tail and whiskers in front of its face started to make friends with me. So I threw up my tent just for a little added protection to keep him or her away from my food. So that was interesting. Also, in the middle of the night, there must have been a skunk that came by because it smelled like skunk. And it went by, and I asked the people next to me if they were possibly smoking pot in the middle of the night or if it was a skunk, and they said, no, we don't smoke. So there you have it. It was a skunk. And then today I'm going to be heading to I-10 and probably resupply in Cabazon. And this valley looks cool. They've got mist and wind turbines spinning, so I'll show you a picture of that. But and then after resupplying, I've got about 4 days up to Big Bear, which is a ski resort, and that's about 57 miles from the highway, I believe. So I'm going to plan on doing it in 4 days, hopefully get it done in 3. We'll see how the ankle is. Seems like it's getting better. I've been doing a lot of elevation and also rolling it out, and so hopefully that's going to help. And taking some Aleve, so maybe that will reduce the swelling. Well, let's get out after it, and we're going to have a great day. Busy this morning, and supposedly there's a beehive not too far from here. So let's head on. So last night I slept next to Shuffles, and I think it's Anna. I'm not positive on that. And then about a mile down the trail ran into a Belgium couple, and their trail name is Beer and Waffles. They're a lot of fun. And so I know I'll see them quite often. They seem like they're on the same pace I am. So I wanted to go over the pros and cons of hiking after cancer, or at least specifically my cancer treatment in my throat area. One pro, yes, pros, is I lost 45 pounds, so I'm hiking lighter. So I consider that a positive. Now, I wouldn't recommend weight loss program of cancer treatment, but at least I see a little silver lining there. A con is my dry mouth. So with the radiation treatment, my salivary glands don't work as good as they used to, and so I have what is considered dry mouth. And that's hard because, you know, when you're on a 12-mile stretch of no water, you really have to think about how to conserve as much water, but also drink as much water as you need. So that's a balancing act. I also see that as a pro, because I can tell when I'm dehydrated, and right now I need to drink more water. And so it's easy for me to tell that because my mouth is real dry. And then a con is my hearing. I've had a little hearing loss because of the cisplatin, and so I have to tell everyone, I'm sorry, I'm a little hard of hearing. If you could, you know, be a little louder, that'd be great. Now there is a pro to that. When I sleep at night, I don't hear every creepy crawly out there, and so I think I'm going to find that I'm going to have better night's sleep because I don't hear as well, which to me is okay. Another con, of course, is with the radiated area on my neck. I have to make sure I have plenty of sunscreen. I have my sun hoodie, and then I have the sun umbrella. So That I have to maintain, make sure that I don't get too much exposure from the sun. Some might even consider that a pro, forcing me to be better with my sunscreen. And so I'm applying it a couple hours in intervals and making sure I'm lathered up. And then the other thing is you lose your taste. And so right now I would say I'm probably about 80% back from where I was, which is, I think if you asked other people that have gone through what I have, they would say that's on the high side. So I'm fortunate in that regard. The other day I had huevos and ranchero, and Teresa was like, "Are you sure you want to eat that?" And on the trail, for whatever reason, I did not have my head sweating like I've had in the past. So I don't know if it was just a mild version of it, but it tasted good. And so any spicy foods, unfortunately, I've been reacting to. It's like I have a 12-year-old tongue that's not used to eating that kind of stuff. So that's something interesting. So yeah, since the taste is coming back, and you'll see that as I go further, as long as I don't shave, I have no facial hair on my neck, only above my chin line. And so it looks like I've been trimming my beard, when in fact I have not. I haven't shaved at all since I've been on the trail. So I'm gonna say that's a positive. The skin on my neck feels so soft, like it's like a 3-year-old baby's behind. Very soft. One other thing with the weight loss is I used to be a furnace, and so on cold nights was never an issue. I am finding now that it's harder for me to stay warm. And so I got myself a nice UGQ 20-degree quilt, and it's a company that they actually look at comfort level, not survivor level. So some 20-degree quilts, if they're rated for survival, that means you can survive 20 degrees. On this, because it's a comfort measurement, you will be comfortable at 20 degrees, and you could probably survive 0 degrees in this quilt. So it's a very nice and warm quilt. Well, obviously it looks like that bush has been attacked by the desert beaver. Clean cut, that's the evidence of a desert beaver for sure. Waiting to see one of their dams though. Just passed a group of AmeriCorps organization that does trail maintenance, and as you can tell, they have been in this section and just taken out all the vegetation and improving the water breaks and all that good stuff. But look at this is awesome. Oh, and there's their supplies. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. And the trail is just beautiful. So this is a pretty nice little water source, but they want you also to treat it. So what I do to treat it is I put it in my dirty water bag. As you can tell right here, there's the dirty water bag, there's the Sawyer squeeze, and then there's the clean water. That's how we do it. So this is the trail. Pretty easy. We got about 3 miles to get to the I-10. Let's do it. Hopefully there'll be some trail magic. It's a Saturday, easy access to the highway right there. And so let's find out if there's any trail magic. If the wind picks up like it seems like it's going to, I might have to put this umbrella down. think that's a Roadrunner. Now my question is, we've all known it by the name of Roadrunner, but how did it get its name? Were there roads out here when they first got the name? Or did they get the name before the roads? That's my question. We'll never know, I guess. All right, made it to section C. Now I'm trapped. I gotta look where I'm going. I guess you could call those switchbacks. There's one, then there's two, then there's three, and then there's four. And then all the way down there. We're going down, down, down. Oh, good. Low grass area. Can barely make out where we just came from. And we did switch back on that right there. What a beautiful day it's been. Wow, am I having a blast? Am I having a blast? I'm loving it out here. That's a view. I don't know, I think we can cross it. It looks like it's only shin deep. I think we can cross it. I might try this right here. End of night recap. Hiked 18.5 miles today. Made it to the Whitewater Preserve. And we're camping here. It has flush toilets, fresh water, and free camping. Some things I really enjoy. And picnic tables. Yeah, so you gotta love a picnic table. Big day today, especially the fact that I spent 2.5 hours at In-N-Out Burger. I think I drank probably 3 liters of Coca-Cola. And that powered me into the evening when I made it into camp. Charged my batteries, got everything up to date, and downloaded a couple videos. So you'll have at least 3 days of videos. And that'll give me enough time to upload some videos when I get to Big Bear, which will be 3 days away. Had a great day. What a great day. The views were awesome today. Whitewater Preserve is incredible. It's going to be a tough section because the trail was washed out about 3 years ago with a big storm. Maybe it was 2 years ago. And so they haven't really updated the trail yet. So it's kind of a hunt and peck looking for the trail. There's a lot of cairns, and there's actually not really a trail. You just kind of walk through the river bed and all the rocks. And so could be an ankle buster tomorrow. So we're gonna take it easy and see if we can navigate it. My high ankle sprain is doing much better. I felt really good this afternoon, and so I was pretty psyched how it performed for me during the day. So I'm going to be taking some Aleve, and I'll have it elevated for a good portion of the night, and then we'll be refreshed in the morning. But thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow, and have a great evening.